guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I hate wearing glasses. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I still don't have an intro. I thought about saying like hey dolls, because you know, with me having plastic surgery and stuff, you know, everybody's a surgery doll. Like they do Soto dolls. I'm a Soto doll. Almonte dolls, Cabral doll, like, you know. But comment down below, help me out. Why do I keep looking at myself? Yeah, I know how this go. I just keep looking at myself. Comment down below, help me out with kind of like an intro or a name for you guys or whatever. This is my 2-month update. I'm actually a little over 2 months. I'm actually about to hit 3 months. I recorded this video last week, then I went back and I realized I was like rambling and I really didn't give you guys like a lot of information that you guys were asking for, so I'm recording it again. So I got notes this time, okay? So we're just gonna start. Towards the end, I'll probably give you like a reveal of my body, how it's doing now. So much has went on since my last video. I made it back home, well, duh. But I ended up getting fibrosis. A long story. So I made a list. I'm just gonna go down a little list so it's kind of semi-organized. One, a lot of people ask me how much my surgery was. So my surgery was $3,500. I know I had told you guys I switched doctors. So originally I was going to Dr. Brewster in Miami. He does great work. I still think he does great work. I was going to Dr. Brewster, Miami. Not that I'm against Miami, but their rules and DR rules are kind of different as far as when you can sit on your butt. And I didn't have time to be like on my knees, not driving for like 2 months. Like girls that go to Miami, they literally cannot sit on their butt, and I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. So I knew with my first round, when I went to Dr. Almonte in 2020, one of her nurses or assistants had explained like, listen, that's a myth, you're not going to lose your fat, the pillow is just more for your comfortability. And so from then I knew I wanted to go to DR. And also with the amount of fat that they can take out your body, they don't have rules. Like US has, you know, rules and regulations to how much fat can be taken out your body, and DR doesn't really have limits. I'm sorry if you see me pulling out my glasses. First of all, I hate wearing my glasses, that's one. Two, I have eyelash extensions which are really long, so they're like swiping the front, but something's wrong with my eye, so I had to take my contacts out and look like a little nerd over here. But anyway, so my surgery was $3,500. I put a $200 deposit. I went through a third party, and normally they say you have to pay them, but they didn't charge me, which was weird. I went to a third party and I paid a $200 deposit. So with the switching of doctors, I know I got off track. So I was going to Dr. Brewster in Miami. I had booked, I put my deposit, everything. I booked my Airbnb. I was ready to go. And then I was like, you know what? I'm a Gemini, so don't judge me. My mind flipped. I'm like, you know what? I'm going back to DR. So I was going to go back to my first doctor and just hoping like she was going to give me the body that I wanted, even though I had flaws. And I'm not going to say they were due to her. My body, some people need multiple rounds to get the body that they want. So with my BBL, I felt like it wasn't enough fat towards the top, so I didn't really have like an arch. It was, most of the fat was towards the bottom, so I had like a nice cuff. And I looked really natural. And I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to look natural. I just wanted a little more like, ooh, like a little more pizzazz. So I was going to go back to her. I put my deposit with her. So the deposit for Brewster, I believe was, don't quote me, I want to say it was $250. So I put down a deposit in June of $250 with Brewster, and I was going to him in September. Then around like August, I switched and I said, you know what, I'm going back to DR. I put a $520, whoa, get it together. I put a $520 deposit down with Almonte. And then like in September, maybe 4 days before I was supposed to leave, I'm not gonna say some girl, but it was a post in Almonte's group, and the girl was just basically upset that, you know, she didn't get the butt that she wanted. And I was just like, no, like, I can't, I'm not going through this again. This is my last round, and I need the body that I want. So literally, she posted that, and then I literally was like, you know what, I'm going to find another doctor. So literally that night, I think this was 4 days before I was supposed to leave. I left on the 18th. This was 4 days before. So I'm literally like Googling and on Instagram, and I'm like, first of all, my posture is horrible. I'm literally looking on Instagram, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna find a doctor. So I put in Dominican Republic doctors, and Dr. Soto came up, and I'm looking at his page. Then of course I have to go to the Facebook groups. Facebook groups, phenomenal. I'm glad they made those, because you have females, even though the doctor can post stuff, he can post and he can edit, and we're not going to say doctors don't edit, we don't really know, but the girls on Facebook are actual like live, and you know, you can ask them questions. They're going to post how they feel and how they feel their journey went. So I went on there, and I found a lot of girls my size. That was another big thing, is a lot of girls my size that had my type of body, or my body frame, my height. So I seen a few girls on there, and I was like, no, like, he's giving out everything I want. And at first I was going, and I was like, I want lats. Like, I want lats, I want lats. Even though lats are not natural. And that's how you could really tell like a female had surgery, because lats, you're not born with lats. Like, females are born with hips. Like, I was born with hips, and I wanted my hips rounded out. So when I went to him, I made sure that I told him I wanted my hips rounded out. So once I decided on a doctor, finally, the price was $3,500. I put a $200 deposit. I ended up staying at the same recovery house I was for Almonte, only because I was in an Almonte group, like a WhatsApp group with the girls. So I got kind of familiar with the girls. I knew who was going to be there around the time I was going, you know, so I didn't want to change my recovery house. So I ended up having to pay out of pocket for her recovery house, because he doesn't, you know, include it in his package. So it was $750. I stayed 10 nights. It was $150 for transportation. So they take you to your visits, to your surgery, to your post-ops, everything. So and then it was $30 for massages. I got my massages at the recovery house. It was a lot going on with that. So this was my first time getting lipo, and full lipo. So my first round, when I had a tummy tuck, lipo, and BBL, I only lipo my back, like your back and your flanks, your sides. So I didn't really get a lot of massages, because, you know, I had stitches across, you know, my abdominal. Abdominal. Okay, I stitched it up. Got it. So I didn't know a lot when it comes to like lipo, like, and he had stitched up. A lot of people had drains. I didn't know you can request a drain, but I hated the drain. My first round, I really hated the drain. Like, so I knew I didn't want a drain, which I was fine, but he stitched up my incisions. So all the fluid that was supposed to be releasing out my body was in my body, and I wasn't aware that you had to open them up. So when I went to get the massages at the recovery house, she didn't know either. So she's giving me a massage and literally moving the fluid around my body, and I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. So then my first post-op, they opened, like, his nurses opened it, drained me. When I say I felt so much better, like, oh my gosh, fluid in your body literally hurts, because it's trying to force its way out. Like, so when they opened it, they drained my back, they drained my stomach, everything. My back was my biggest issue, because that's where I had like all my rolls and stuff. So he did really aggressive lipo. Now when it came down to massages, I got about like 3 at the recovery house. She didn't drain me, but when I went to the post-op at his actual office, they did drain me. And then once I got home, I had got a package of 10. And I went to this lady here in New Jersey. I only cut below too. She's really good. She's in Garfield. So I went to her, and she was good, but I still was draining. So when I ended up going to Florida, I had found somebody out there, because I'm like, no, I'm going to be consistent. I want my body to look right. So I found somebody out there, and she seen that I had a seroma, and I didn't know nothing. I'm like, a seroma? So she drained me then. And then when I came back, I explained to the lady in Jersey, I was like, you know, I have a seroma. Can you continue draining? So she drained me. I was draining for like literally up until like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So I was draining for a really long time. Yeah, I didn't like that. So for my package here, the package in New Jersey, a 10, I paid $5.50. And then I did another package, but this time I went to my first massage lady, which was in Queens. It's Reviva Aesthetics, and it's in Elmhurst, literally across the street from the Elmhurst Hospital. I did 12 with her for $700, and when I say she did a good job, like I mean, I love her. One thing about her, she's so little, but her hands are like, they just help. So she helped sculpt my body. I had fibrosis. I didn't even know I had fibrosis. She helped with that. She did a lot of wood therapy. She did the ultrasound. She did radio frequency, cavitation. She did everything. And she's really good. And I'm actually going to go back to her in January. Right now at work, it's like peak season. So I don't really have a lot of time to, you know, go to Queens. But I'm gonna go back to her because she's good at sculpting, so she's gonna do more sculpting, skin tightening, because I was a bigger girl. I'm still a big girl. I was a big girl, so I had a lot of back rolls. So she's gonna do like the skin tightening of my back and my arms, so I'm gonna try that out in January. Now I just want to make sure I'm going over it before I start my little rant. Just make sure that we're going. So swelling, the swelling is horrible. Swelling is horrible. I still swell now without my faja, but swelling is a no. I'm sorry if you hear my son and my mother just yeah. So I have fibrosis. I still have a little bit of fibrosis in my back. So I'm gonna continue to like just compress. I still wear my backboard. I wear my faja. I'm about to actually order another faja because this one is actually like, well, I could go get it taken in, which I actually am gonna go get. I have 3 fajas in total. I'm gonna go get 2 of them taken in. I bought one from Tributo. There we go. And I really love that one. It has like the wires and everything in it. It's a bra, but I don't really like the bra, so I'm gonna get a braless one. But I do like it. The thing is with fajas, you're gonna run through a million of fajas. So yeah, you're gonna go through a lot of fajas. What else is there? Hold on, let me get my notes. So I basically, I touch base on everything. If anybody has any questions, please comment below. Feel free. I'm very open when it comes to my surgeries, what I had done, what I want to get done. I really want my breast done, but it's a little up in the air right now. So these lashes, honey. Yeah, so comment down below. Let me know what other content you guys want to see from me. You can leave it in the comments. Yeah, I don't want this page to only be about, first of all, I keep touching my hand because I just love it. I don't want this page to only be about surgery. I'm gonna start vlogging. I'm trying to get into it. It's a lot, but I'm gonna start vlogging. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Vlogging. I also have a try on haul coming for you guys because I noticed like it's either plus size or it's, you know, regular size, and me, I'm kind of in between. So my bottom half is like plus size and then my top half is really small. So I got a Shein try on haul coming for you guys just to get a feel of how my body looks, you know, in clothes, and you know, get it together. But comment down below, like, subscribe, all that, okay? And I will see you guys soon with another video. Every Sunday I'm going to be dropping a video. Consistency is what we're doing, okay, period. But yes, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon.